Hello there. She was a ride, but she did a fucking triple fucking spin diddly do last night.
Alright, so I guess this is gonna be like car audio wreck. Time to take the system out.
Donkey's breath.
T213, you know this build. You know, I'm showing it in the corner here, you see it. Bad day, bad Canadian road conditions. Hopped or rolled a little bit. Yeah, the whole thing's kerfuffled. So I mean, like, we're just gonna this is gonna be a little vlog about seeing how much of my system I get to pull out of this thing. So to start off, this enclosure, the sub seems fine. A little bit of water on it right now, but you know, she'll probably live. I have an instinct telling me that the T2500 is broken because bad things were heard upon crash. And she doesn't, yeah, but maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Give me some time.
Oh, Veronica.
You'll be missed.
You know, she's looking pretty much just as nice as the day I put these batteries in, but I mean, the car could be in better shape. Alright, let's see if I can He-Man one of these out. Holy fuck, these are like 60 pounds.
The first of the Veronica's innards. Nice. Got some guts.
Oh, there goes the deck. It was one of the ones that had to come with. Come on, cable. Fuck you, iPhone cable. You survived that pull.
You poor soul.
Fuck. Yeah. I get the friggin' screwdriver out. I think this is full of ice. Oh, this is gonna pain me a little bit. Fuck, it works. I'm currently taking out my T600 because, you know, it's a fucking great amp.
Alright, so I guess we're back now. We're back from Alberta, we're back where we live in BC. And we are looking at a layout of all the stuff that I was able to retrieve from my wreck. So the T213 looks like it's about to survive. I know the T604 works. I know the highs and mids in the front work, even though they're a little bit shaken. The head unit works. I need a new mic and antenna for it. But anyways, what we're going to do here is we're going to hook up the T2500 and free air this woofer to ensure they both work. I have some suspicions about the amplifier because upon the crash, I heard a really gnarly noise and it went and the sub went and did like a 30 to 20 hertz sweep at full volume. But I think that might be a symptom of both the type of music I was playing and the fact that the power on cord got ripped out. So the amp lost power, but it was still trying to, I don't know, amplify. So that's my hope. So we're gonna open it up first and then we're gonna take a peek inside. Then if there's no giant explosions, we're going to hook that guy up on the bench with a couple batteries and my access power power supply, and yeah, see if how much of my life I can put back together here, because you know, everyone knows my life is audio. Oh yeah, and for those of you who are interested in the inside of the T213 box, all the corners were kitty haired up and got a double baffle up to about here, and it's all mounted. And so yeah, if I continue to use this box, I think I might sand it down and Bondo everything up, all the screw holes and stuff, and then I might do some actual squirt gun bed liner. But anyways, we're gonna set this up and we're gonna see if she still works and see how bad my day was 2 days ago. See how much gear I lost. So catch you in a minute. All right, so good news, guys. It doesn't look like anything inside this amp is right screwed. Like, I don't see any indication of actual like damage. So like nothing blew up or like crossed paths during the incident. No big explosions. So I'm going to put the lid back on and we're gonna hook her up. All right, so here's the setup. 60 amp power supply, battery, 200 amp fuse, hooked up. She didn't blow up, but we're about to see if she actually turns on. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness. Battery voltage, 13.8. Whatever, what are we at? On the battery terminals, we're at 14.2 on the amp. We're at 13.9, a little bit off. Output meter, okay. Gain's all the way down, I already turned everything back down. Just gonna plug those in right quick. And we're gonna just bump some tones and see if we can get if these needles work. Yeah, all right, that works. All right, let's hook up the sub. All right, so the sub rings out properly. This is the first time she's back on the amp. She rings out to its 1.8 ohms or whatever it's supposed to be sitting. And we're just going to give her a go here. All right, nothing's blown up yet. Power supply is just whirring in the back. We're gonna press play. My phone is at 2 notches down in the volume. We're listening to Yellow Claw. Do you like bass? All right, so that seems to be functioning. We're getting a beat, we're getting needles. It sounds like the song. Here we go, let's see what this is. All right, so we're sitting here on 20 hertz and I have the gain turn up, so we're just in the red on the output meter. If I go up higher, actually we're seeing blue, orange, and red on the output meter right now. They're all just right in that zone, right where I wanted to kind of keep it for now. The amp is pulling 27 amps from my power circuit here, and the sub sounds absolutely excellent. All the air noise is from the towel it's sitting on, and some of the ports being blocked from the bottom, but I'm going to lift her up here, and all that noise is going to go away. And all you hear is that little bit of 20 hertz that you can hear. And it's great. So I'm going to turn the frequency up a bit. And do the same thing. What a nice bass tone. It's about 41 hertz right there. Isn't that just beautiful? Stop making noise, Vice. All right, she works. That means everything I pulled out of the car fucking works. So now that the video is pretty much over and we know I got everything that I pulled out of the car, I left the door speakers and wiring, and my power conductors is all I left. Now that I know everything's good, it's been a couple days. And I've just edited the rest of the video and this is getting tacked on at the end here. I guess you should talk about a little bit what happened. Went from dry road, black ice, shit happens. But anyways, I don't need nags about that. Shit happens, I'm liable, insurance, all the rest, yada yada yada. And there's not too much more to be said about that, except unfortunately I'm out of powerful system for now. I already kind of have a vehicle lined up, it's a budget vehicle. We're gonna probably be doing something in it. Probably these components will go back and they'll just be bridged off a head unit. And I might try and sneak one of my 15s in on my T1000. And ta-da, that might be the build for a while. And maybe I do have a plan once I find a use and find a car for this monster and this monster to go in. It's going to be great, new build. I was already thinking of it, and this is kind of where I was hoping to, not hoping, but I'm going to seize this opportunity to kind of change up my build, because I have a clean slate kind of with components that I'm lucky to still have. But I'm very fortunate anyways in this whole incident that I was able to go retrieve my gear out of the car, it's very abnormal that this happens. Many people told me that, but I got permission from my insurer to remove my equipment, including my 2 Optimas, and I asked them if I had to replace anything in the vehicle, like put an OEM battery back in and put the old gear back in the vehicle. So I guess this starts to some advice for anyone that is thinking about putting a lot of gear in their car, that they wouldn't just write off if the car turned into a write-off and you were never getting it back, which is what happened to me. Just tell your insurer straight up, like, I'd like to retrieve this myself, because we're talking DIY, guys. It's not going to help you if you didn't install it yourself. You're kind of screwed on that point. It's just talk to your insurer and be like, I need to take this out, and what do I need to make this work? These are my personal belongings, and that's the way you should approach it. And I caught some conflict because I was there in the yard for about an hour and a half taking out the 2 amps, the head unit, my RCAs, some of my copper just for copper recycling, my 2 batteries, and my driving lights. So at that point, like, they're like, hey, you can't do this. I'm like, I have permission. And they're like, you need to pay us $95 an hour because we have a driver here waiting, supervising you in our yard to remove this. And I'm like, I can't pay that. They put it on the towing bill with ICBC, and they're like, they're not going to do it. I'm like, just call them. They will. They did. And we just got out of there because it was inconveniencing them. So we got out of there, and I left my rear door speakers and some other little crap that I didn't really care about. I hope this little tangent at the end here, if you're watching it, kind of makes some sense. I know I'm just kind of blurting out words. I didn't really script this at all or premeditate on it at all. But anyways, if you have any questions about what you should do if you end up in an incident like this, or yeah, hit me up. I'm always in the comments, and I will catch you guys in the next video, I guess. Have a good day.
My name is